Enda Reilly, and I have an album. My debut album is Oxygen 21, and released it in May. And I've been gigging around and on the back of the album, so I'm pretty happy with the results. I recorded it myself at home and produced it myself. So, and most of the instruments I played myself. But so now I'm still trying to getting into the process of playing it live in different guises and. With some fiddle players like Christoph, who's playing with me today, and Emer also plays with me as well. So yeah, so I'm just that's the crack with the album. It's just a kind of a snapshot of me as a songwriter, I suppose, and all the different strands of songs I write. So it's not really. I'm kind of looking at things, how to sell it and stuff, and it's not the most commercial thing, I've come to find out, but. That just because it's a snapshot of me. It's not like I had this idea of something that will sell or something. But so that's where it is at the moment. It's pretty much a mixed bag of songs. Me experimenting with different songwriting techniques and starting a song from a drum loop. Like there's one called "Hear the Cries," and it's just a bit of a rant. To be honest, it just came out like that. But something like Henry took maybe a year or two to write. So it was just me experimenting and exploring songwriting, really, and I think it's a good first step for me. I'm happy with where it is, and it's good to go to the next phase, which is seeing all the far side, which is the marketing and like the website, and just seeing how all that ties in, and then with the gigging as well, and just trying to make it all work, I suppose. And well, I wanted to keep the time down. I didn't want to end up having 2-3 years recording it. So I was pretty strict on myself to keep it down to a minimum of time. So some of the songs were written as I was recording them, and some of them were written fully on the guitar, and then I went and put violin or mandolin and bits and pieces on top of it. So as I say, the songwriting process was totally different. Some of it was being done as one of the songs, I'm Not Crazy, I found it on my recording desk a few months after I did it, and I went, did I do this? And then I just tweaked it, and that was there. So that's where that came from. I just forgot about it. Yeah, I started playing the tin whistle and then the violin, kind of traditional music in school, and then moved on to wanting to sing, and so learned the guitar to sing, and then started playing the guitar and really enjoying playing the guitar. And so I do like to try and push out the styles on the guitar as well, and just try and learn different stuff. So like people like John Martin and Dick Gonn and just folk people, I like to play some of their stuff. I suppose it could be argued, have I found my right voice yet? I'm still kind of an artist in development, to be honest. It's kind of, there's many different voices on the album because I'm trying different things. So I've yet to kind of go, okay, I'm going to go with this, or perhaps the next album will have more cohesiveness to it, and it will be more, oh, that's what Enda sounds like, instead of being a bit, well, he sounds like country. I've gotten some reviews, some nice reviews of the album, and they've given me good feedback in terms of that type of thing, and they've all been very helpful. So I mean, where I found my voices, I suppose, has been from doing gigs. I was in a band called the Mongrels for years there, and we wrote stuff as well, and we were playing lots of cover gigs and stuff. So you'd learn a Kinks song and you'd get into that, and then the Beatles, and then a bit of Christy Moore, and all that kind of just is in me, I suppose, and that's where it comes from. So, and I suppose I should say there is another 2 people on the album. They're the former members of the Mongrels with myself. Dave Griffin was playing the keys on the Nut in the Hut, which is a nice fun song, and Peter Keogh, who co-wrote Chance 3 with me, he was playing the bass on that one. So other than that, I did all the other noises myself. I would like to get to that place where I have lots of money and can get all the great musicians in and work with different people, and have other people taking on responsibilities of organising studio time and stuff, and me not have to worry about everything. But I mean, the first album, that was the idea of it, was I'm going to do this myself, and that will be the the framework with which I'll be working within. Whereas perhaps the next album I'll get a group of musicians together and I'll go, okay, we're going to make an album with this will be the vehicle for the album, if you know what I mean. Or and that's where I take a lot of inspiration from some of the great artists like Bruce Springsteen, or he would have done stuff with different bands and on his own solo, and Neil Young and Bob Dylan and stuff like that. I mean, I think that's the long-term plan, would be to just work on different projects and look at it like that, and keep doing stuff, even do a cover album or something, because I love singing songs. So. My website is endareilly.com, and I decided to develop the website at the same time as I was recording the album and getting things together, or just after the album was finished. It was Dan from Sandbox, that Sandbox Design. He designed the album and the album cover for me. So there's a follow through of the theme. I took the picture on the album cover myself with my mobile phone. They're great things. And then did a bit of design, and then Dan took them things and put them and made them part of the site, and just made it have a real nice feel to it. So just wanted to keep everything very simple, and so that I think so that people can find all my other places that I have stuff online as well. So it's kind of like Facebook and MySpace and things like this, and another reason, and the MUZUTV as well. And another reason why I would have the website, I actually want it functional for myself. So I go to my website and I click, and I go, where am I going? Oh, I have to update this, and so I think because I use it myself and I go into it and I'm going around the different areas of it, it keeps it working well, I think. And the website was nominated for Irish Web Award, and has now been shortlisted to 5 along with MUZU.tv or MUZUTV. So that's it's great to have your website up there with a big video channel like Muzu, which is great. So must be doing something okay anyway. So we'll just continue along, and I suppose, as most other Irish bands will be doing now, I'll be looking into how I can make the Muzu part of my online presence as well, and integrate it with my website, and which is what it's all about. I do spend a good bit of time online looking at the new social networks, and I think they are important, and perhaps a bit too much time. Whatever the new one is, I kind of join it and put my music up there. But I think the way I look at it is, I don't want to just have a MySpace or just my web page and then tell everyone you have to come here to hear my music, because everyone uses their music. We don't really know what way people want to use music at the moment, so I just want to get it out there everywhere and see where people will come to it, and then perhaps hone in on that wherever that is, like it's up on iTunes and a lot of the other Napster and all these other things as well. But in general, I mean, I'm not very well known at the moment, and I'm still developing my fan base and that type of thing. So I'm just still experimenting with the whole thing and seeing how it goes, Well, hopefully I definitely want to get more videos done. I mean, I did a couple on my mobile, and now this is pretty much the most professional thing I've gotten done. So I mean, it is the way forward, and so I'll definitely will be getting some more video stuff done. All right, definitely. Yeah.